Before you watch this video, we'd like to apologise profusely for the following. If you can deal with that, please enjoy our video.
Hello and welcome back to Klosmi Commentary. We've been away for a while.
Yeah, I have been away for a very long time.
Yeah, I've been away for a while too.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're doing something a little different today. Basically, anything football related has been about the Premier League. But for the first time, we're going to talk about other leagues. There are other leagues in Europe. We're still sticking to Europe for now. And we're just going to say a few things about, what's worth following about the other leagues. There's a lot of things to go through, so this is just the first part. This one's about the competitiveness of the
leagues.
Yeah. We're going through the top 5 leagues of Europe, so that's the EPL, the Liga, Serie A, the Ligue 1, which is the French league, and the Bundesliga, which is the German league. Alright, so we'll start with the EPL because we're familiar with it, we've talked about it a fair bit. Competitiveness, we've got obviously those videos about which site to follow, although that video is a bit old.
It is a bit old.
It's changed because 3 of the teams that we thought were going to be around for a while just decided to well, one of them survived, but the other 2 just
crapped themselves.
Yeah, they shipped off. RIP West Brom and Stoke City. Thank you for Shaqiri. Yeah, so long story short, EPL, the top 6, lots of competition for the title. And for Europe, of course. Yeah, Europe, and they've got they got the Evertons and the Leicesters now, and Leicesters. We wouldn't have been saying that a few seasons back.
No, we wouldn't have. But I think it's pretty settled now.
Yeah.
For Europe and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. That said, of course, over the years, it goes up and down. Now it's sort of Manchester City era has begun. Looks like it could go for a bit, this one. But there've been dynasties in the Premier League. There's Manchester United, Liverpool, and other than that, we looked at all the past winners.
We have.
They passed it around. They share it around.
This is going back like ages ago.
Yeah,
we're not talking recent history.
Yeah, we're talking about pre-1900s, like
since it started right till now. So
yeah,
it has been
passed around a bit.
Generally passed around compared to some other leagues.
Yeah. Now, if we move along to Italy, to the Serie A, at the moment it's being dominated by Juventus, which is
it's very sad.
It's sad. It's just funny because it's being dominated so badly that even though Kos goes for Juve,
I'm sick of them winning.
It's too much.
It's boring. It's been improving. So
the
league's been improving.
That's the thing. It's a league which has its own charm to it, and we'll get to that in a moment. So, of all the teams in Serie A that have dominated, because it's been passed around, it's quite similar to the Premier League, you could say.
Yeah.
It's been passed around. There've been a few dynasties in there, but mainly it's been Juventus.
Yeah.
They're the strongest one. Inter had a stint there, Milan
as well.
AC Milan had a stint as well.
It's pretty much been dominated by Juventus.
Yeah, Juventus has had the most periods of where they've dominant. Yeah. Juve almost got pipped last season. Kind of almost.
They were challenged.
Yeah, they were challenged almost all the way.
Yeah.
This season they picked up Ronaldo and they've just
screwed everything up.
They've just blown away the league again. The thing about the Italian league is that they are recovering at the moment from betting scandal. Is that right?
From that betting scandal, that famous one. Yeah.
Betting scandal, which was fairly recent. Was that 2006? 2006.
So it's been a while now, but when you have a scandal like that, it takes a long time to recover.
Where the top 2 teams got relegated, was that right? Or
no,
just Juventus.
Just Juventus. And it's probably deserved.
Yeah. But there were other teams that should have gone with them.
Yeah, well, Milan got docked points. Leipzig got docked points.
Yeah, it's just this.
Inter were the only ones that weren't caught cheating.
Yeah, which is
true.
That's just funny. But the equivalent. It's like
they got their reward. Inter, they were the best at cheating. Jeez.
Essentially, it's kind of like the Premier League if they were to lose the top 5-6 teams. You just get either relegated or just dock points, or just, like they put in a position where they cannot win the league, and then another team that was sort of like close thereabouts, like in Newcastle or something like that. Or, Tottenham, you could say.
Yep.
Yeah, coming up.
Yeah,
Tottenham,
Tottenham,
it's like Tottenham coming up and then taking the league by default almost. But that all said, they struggled for a while. And now they're coming back. They're a lot stronger in Europe. They've moved up in the coefficients. They
dropped to 5 or something.
Yeah.
At one stage.
And now they're back up to 3. I think they pipped the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they have pipped the Bundesliga. Yeah.
And they even pipped the EPL for a little bit. But then that went back. You got Napoli, Roma up there. That one of them seems to be pushing Juve all the time. This season, it's
nobody.
Nasty.
Lazio's always in contention.
Yes, Lazio as well. And the Milans have come back now.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, but Inter looks very strong.
Well, Inter's still building.
Yes,
but they're on the right track.
Inter has made it back into the Champions League, so congrats to them. And Milan
is in the Europa League, but they're still
just by the skin of their teeth made it back into Europa League.
They're just still on their way.
Yeah, they're still on their way. They did the whole rebuild, like the Everton.
They don't know where they're going, but they're on their way.
Yeah, they're definitely moving in the right direction.
They are, but they're taking the long way.
Yeah, exactly. They're taking the long way to the airport.
But they'll get there.
Yeah,
they'll get there.
They'll get there. More importantly, as you go down the table in the Serie A, it's quite competitive all the way down to probably there's 2 teams at the bottom generally that just don't belong.
Well, this season it's the last 2 teams.
Yeah,
that's the thing you have to consider. In how good a league is, how competitive a league is.
Yeah,
from top to bottom.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily just how good are the good teams.
Yeah, because you need to have the middle class. You have to have the middle class.
You need the working class.
Yeah, the working class. You got to have that.
No, because they've got a role to play.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not easy to beat. They're hard workers.
Exactly. You can't just have the peasant serfs just sweeping up after everybody else.
Yeah, because the easy beats, that just makes it. What's the point? Why are you there? You can't say that about the Liga.
Now, we've got the Ligue 1 and the Bundesliga, so that's France and Germany.
Yeah.
Both quite similar in a sense. But if you look at their past,
a revolving
door. And the French League especially, it's such a colourful history of different teams.
Other than PSG now and Lyon in the 90s, I would say...
It wasn't even the 90s. It was
the early 2000s.
It was the 2000s. But Lyon had a period where they won 7 premierships in a row. And then PSG is PSG right now. Other than that, it's just different teams keep winning the league, which was really nice up until PSG came in and did what PSG did. Bundesliga is similar, except that like the Italian league, they had Bayern from I can't remember what point, but after a certain point, Bayern was consistently the team to have dominating Spurs. There've been other teams that have won as well, but Bayern's the most common sort of
and the revolving door is always like we've recently seen Dortmund's won, Bremen's won.
Yeah, Bremen,
Wolfsburg,
and these are teams that aren't like they're hovering down in mid-table relegation zone. Bremen flirted with relegation, I think, last season or 2 seasons ago. I'm not even sure. I think they might have even gotten relegated recently. I'm not sure, but this is what's going on. This is the French league. This is the German league. This is what happens, right? You sort of got the one team up the top who does good, and then you've got all these other teams that are just sort of.
The thing about the German league is that Bayern is always there.
Yeah.
So every period of history where it's a revolving door, Bayern is still involved in that door. They're never out of it.
Whereas the French league, only recently they had PSG come up and just dominate the league through their team. And now they're trying to obviously
corrupted everybody.
Work their way into the Champions League as well and trying to win that, just like Chelsea basically did win in the Premier League. It's a similar sort of thing, except Chelsea has a lot more competition than PSG does.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The German League currently is actually not.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's sort of back to the revolving door by the looks of things. Bayern is nowhere near dominating at the top there.
Yeah, they've got problems.
Sitting 5th currently as we are recording this, and Dortmund is clear at the top.
They look good,
and that's what you get from the German league. You've got this sort of this competitiveness while also having strong teams. That's
Dortmund's
still doing good in Europe. So it's a strong league with a lot of a lot of teams to pick. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's no guarantees you're going to stay in the league. That's the other thing. Traveling off to sunny Spain. Sunny Spain. Spain is different to all the leagues. There was basically never a revolving door in Spain. There is.
They've got the elitist club.
Yeah, well,
you like to call the VIP club.
Well, the history of Spain started in what, the 20s?
Yeah.
And they
early
had,
20s, I think.
They had a little period there where there was a revolving door for like 10 years,
which should be normal at the start of something.
Yeah. And then there was a civil war. Then there was 10 more years of something of a revolving door. And then in the 50s, basically, Barcelona came in and Real Madrid soon followed. And since then, what did you call it?
It's just been
the old boys club?
It's a VIP club.
VIP club.
It's very hard to get in. Since the 50s, there's only been one. The highest gap between Barca or Real winning has been 4 years.
Yes, there was.
So there's only been a 4-year period once.
Yeah.
Where those two did not win.
Occasionally there were 2-year periods.
Some 2-year
sometimes
periods.
some ones, but other than that, it's just constantly Real, Barca, or Real, Barca. You get the point.
It's very hard to get into that club.
It is a duopoly, and part of that, if not completely, most of that is because they got this self-fulfilling prophecy thing. It's just the biggest games get televised. So basically, Barca Real.
It's all good. It's to prepare for Europe.
That's it.
It's to make your teams look good in Europe.
That's another thing as well.
Those teams get the money.
Yeah.
So everyone thinks, the Spanish league, it's good. You know, they do well in Europe.
And the South Americans buy it just like.
Not true.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it.
It's really sad.
Because once you go down past 10th position,
you don't have to go that far.
Well, I'm giving.
Nice. He's been very nice.
It's just not good. I've watched games below 10th between two teams that just aren't in Europe. It's not good.
The level really drops.
It drops, and
there's no opening for these teams either, because
it's competitive at the top, but then.
Well, because the money structure, right?
That's what it is.
The money goes to the teams that get the television, so it doesn't get, because in the Premier League, for example, it's spread out, right? Everyone gets, the TV money, and it's based on where you finish in the tabs. It's a meritocracy, right? If you finish higher up, you'll get more points. I mean, more money.
You get a bit more money, but it's not so, unevenly spread.
It gives
the lower clubs a chance to.
Yeah, the top teams are still getting more money.
Yeah.
But the other teams, given if they get the results, then they can work their way up into at least safety, and then slowly, eventually work their way up. It's a slow grind.
Which is why it's such a competitive league from top to bottom.
But in Spain, it's just all the money goes to the top, and not only does the money go to the top, but the money goes to the teams that televise, and the teams that televise the teams at the top. So only the top teams get the money, and obviously if the top teams get the money, top teams keep going at the top. Next season they get the money again, and it's just keeps going. Teams at the bottom, there's no chance.
It's an elitist league.
It is an elitist league. It's sort of like the
Atletico are becoming they're trying to get in.
They're almost in the old. They're sort of like the ambitious sort of like freshman.
They did pinch a league title.
Yeah, they pinched a league title in 13-14, I think it was.
They haven't managed
very well to do that.
Yeah. They did, yeah.
They drew Barca on the last day. That was yeah. So it was right down to the wire. And even now, like Valencia, Villarreal, the teams that have traditionally been Athletic Bilbao is in the relegation zone. With 8 draws out of 13 games. It's kind of funny, but you got Alaves now in the top 4. So it's a very
It's a strange season.
It's almost like a revolving door has opened up again.
It's a strange season.
But once again, these teams like Alaves, even if they finish in the Champions League spot, they'll get the Champions League money, but then they're not going to get better TV rights. They're not going to get more TV deals or anything like that. They're not going to get rewarded for finishing high up the table. They're just going to get the same money they got before, because no one watches their games unless they're playing Barcelona or Real Madrid.
Well, the other problem is that they'll just get rated. If they finish in the top 4, they'll be rated for sure.
So that was more or less introduction on the comings and goings of other leagues in Europe, of course. Just an introduction.
This is just part 1.
Part 1.
We've got a few
There's
coming.
plenty of other things to talk about.
Could probably decide on which league you should follow. So based on the competitiveness alone, you'd have to say the EPL gets the tick. However, competitiveness does change over time.
Exactly.
So you'd have to say, if you like a revolving door of champions, then you would like to go for the German league.
Yeah, the Bundesliga. Serie A is on the verge of getting a bit of some solid. Probably next on the list, to be honest. La Liga's got to be the number 5 out of 5 for this one because
it's not competitive.
There's just no door back in. Like for any of the teams. Occasionally, some other team might win the league, but then it's just going to be kicked straight back down again.
Well, it's been consistent, like over the years. Even the teams in Europe, they're teams like Valencia, Sevilla, Villarreal. They always do well in Europe. In the Europa League, you got Barca and Real always doing well in the
Sevilla
Champions
won
League.
three straight.
Yeah, Athletic have won a few Europa Leagues as well recently. So their teams in Europe do well because that's how it's structured. But when you go past that, it's not great.
But that'll be another episode. We'll go far more into depth for that one.
Yes.
So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something about the leagues. Let us know what league you follow because we'd love to hear people that watch other leagues as well. We know there's a bunch of people that watch La Liga and Serie A, but we don't hear too much about the other ones. So definitely comment down below if you watch any other leagues and which one you think is the best and why.
Yeah.
And if you disagree with anything we have to say, feel free to let us know in the comments as well because we'd love to hear. We'd love debate. This debate's good.
Just go for it.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And keep an eye out for our other platforms. We're on Facebook, we are on Tumblr, we've got a serious blog and a not so serious blog. There's not many entries in there yet, but they'll come. So thank you once again for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you then.